Good day and welcome to yet another fine edition of your Sunday show, Wireless Connection. I am Buzie. Wireless Connection is your Sunday talk show which connects you to those who matter because you matter in the first place. It comes up every 4 to 5 p.m. on Sundays. To walk down a chat with me today is an excelling business, leadership, and youth coach who hails from the mountains of Ndongamantu in Cameroon's northwest region. Authoring above a dozen books, he has gained spot in over 20 countries scattered in 4 of the world's continents. Down to earth, yet with enriching talk, he takes the name Mr. Remarkable. Dr. Javnyuy Joybert is a respected entrepreneur and speaker in the Republic. Brights are hidden in rappers, so you meet us right after this melodious piece. Welcome back. This is Wireless Connection over frequency modulation 105.5 in Buea. So, Javnyuy Joybert, listening to me introduce you, had these been your plans from birth?
Not really. I didn't grow up having the dreams to be an international speaker, trainer, consultant, and traveling all of these and speaking on these different topics and areas that I talk about. In secondary school, my primary career choice was actually to become a banker. I was building a career to become a banker or somebody in the finance industry, and I started commercial education, as they call it, doing accountancy and commerce and finance, all of this in secondary school, right up to high school, right up to the university, where I did financial management, and I actually got my first ever and only job I've ever had in a microfinance. So I was actually on my way to becoming, a banker per se. However, life happens. You discover purpose. You discover things that become special to you. And that was how I discovered my passion and my purpose for teaching, for training, for speaking, for showing people how to do things and get things done. And here we are today doing the same thing for more than 10 years today, different countries and counting.
What was your journey to the international scene?
Well, I didn't start knowing that I was going to be international. I didn't start when I started in Kumbu in the Northwest region more than 10 years ago. I didn't know that I was going to even become national. When I started my journey, I've never traveled to Yaoundé. I've never traveled to Douala per se. I born and bred in Kumbu, went to school in Kumbu, and the only town I went to outside Kumbu was in Bamenda, where I did my high school and my university. So I didn't plan to go international. I didn't know what it means, going international. But, as I consistently was doing my work, people started noticing me thanks to social media and all of that. And before I knew it, they started inviting me to speak in other events outside of Kumbu, in Bamenda, in Buea, Limbe, Yaoundé, Douala. And before then, I started having international invitations to speak in other countries here and there. And that was how I got international. And to now, I've been able to travel 20 plus countries, 4 continents and counting. And yeah, so it was not part of the plan. I think I was just doing my work. I was just being passionate. I was just being committed. And I just picked a path, an industry, and I became good at it, and I became a thought leader, a professional, and people started, let me say, institutions, companies, individuals started seeking for my expertise and experience. and inviting me to different countries here and there.
Tell us about the business consultant and leadership coach, Mr. Remarkable.
How do I answer this question? Joybert is just a young man. Mr. Remarkable is just a young man with the passion to use his talents and his skill to serve as much as he can. And I have been able to build a good career, a young and growing career in business consulting, leadership coaching and training, especially in the corporate setting. And that over the years have grown to become the one of the most important things that I am passionate about as a as a person. And over the years, I have intentionally invested in this craft, in this path, so that I can continue to serve. And with the evolution of the world and the industry, adapting and being able to consistently contribute becomes very, very important.
Do you think entrepreneurship is the lone way out of unemployment of graduates today?
Entrepreneurship is one of the ways out of unemployment, because entrepreneurship is a mindset also. It's not just about creating businesses, it's a mindset. Let me take it from the angle where in a company, if more employees have entrepreneurial mindset, that company is going to go places. Because when employees have entrepreneurial mindset, they will be creators, they will be contributors, they will be disruptors, they will be committed. It's a way of life, it's a way of thinking. Any company that employees embody this entrepreneurial mindset is going to grow. And when a company grows, the company can employ more people. Show me a country where unemployment is low. I will show you a country where there are many growing companies that are able to employ more graduates. On the other hand, entrepreneurship also helps people to actually, start businesses. And when you look at the American economy, the African economy, you understand and notice that small businesses, small and medium-sized businesses make up more than 70% of the various economies in so many countries. So, and they employ a large number of people. In an economy like Cameroon, SMEs employ the largest number of people as far as unemployment is concerned. So entrepreneurship plays a big role in reducing unemployment, especially for graduates. If graduates can leave school with this entrepreneurial mindset, they will know how to be go-getters. They will know how to leverage on what they have to create value so they can monetize that value and be able to employ themselves. They will know how to start businesses, and when they start businesses, they can be able to employ more people and provide opportunities for other people. For graduates who can be able to work in companies as interns or as junior executives or as new employees, when they enter these companies with the right mindset, they will be able to contribute to the growth of that company. And when the company begins to grow, expand, open new branches, launch new products, these very companies can be able to employ more people. So promoting entrepreneurship in our universities and high school plays a very important role, both in creating businesses and in graduating professionals that can spark the growth that these companies actually need so they can grow, right? Everybody cannot be an entrepreneur, right? If you see any company that is doing very well, it is thanks to the employees that the company has, right? So for every entrepreneur to succeed, the entrepreneur needs good employees to build their companies.
That's it. How can a new graduate go about entrepreneurship?
Number one, I think it starts from the mindset. It starts by developing the entrepreneurial mindset. It is a mindset of creation, the mindset of contribution, the mindset of discovering opportunities, the mindset of looking at problems with a different perspective, the mindset that is resilient, the mindset that is proactive. That is the first step, because you cannot have a complaining mindset, a murmuring mindset, a slow thinking mindset, and expect to be an entrepreneur.
You're listening here to Wireless Connection over FM 105.5 in Buea every Sunday on your number one gospel radio in the city of Buea. Dr. Joybert has been sharing with us thoughts, and before we went on the break, he was talking about how a graduate or a new graduate could go about entrepreneurship. Byron, please.
Number two comes the skill set, right? Because being an entrepreneur, you need the right skills. Because you cannot, for example, if you are going to be an entrepreneur, in the digital age where we are right now, let's say that you are fascinated about social media. And if you love social media, you can be an entrepreneur by establishing a social media marketing agency or a digital marketing agency. Now, that is the idea, and you have this mindset of starting that. The next thing you need to do is acquire the skills that can enable you to start this business. Maybe you need to take short trainings on social media management, training on search engine optimization, training on Google Ads, training on how to create content and all of that. So if there are many people that have good ideas, they are passionate about many things, but they are stranded. They don't know how to start because they lack the skills to start. Without the right skill set, many people will always struggle to start their businesses. The next thing is start small. There are many people that are waiting for the day they will have the right capital. There will never be the day you will have the right capital. Use what you have and start very small. And one thing that many people do is they take an idea and they move around looking for who to give them money to start their idea. Let me tell you something. The most difficult thing to do in entrepreneurship is to find somebody who can fund an idea. But one of the most easiest thing to do in entrepreneurship is if you can start an idea, create some traction, create some results, it becomes easy for people to trust you to even give you money or borrow you money to scale your idea. Like I always say, you don't need external money to start a business. You need external money to grow a business. So it is important that if you have an idea, find a way to start. Look for the money to start the idea. You can go do odd jobs so they can just raise money and start your business. You can go do commercial motor riding, what they call Okada. You can go do taxis. You can go do whatever that is legit, legal, and you are not ashamed to do it. You can even do buying and selling, so they can just raise some money and start your dream business and all of that. Start from there, start small, and then you can grow.
You don't need external money to start a business. You need external money to grow a business. This is Wireless Connection. What is the place of business skills in entrepreneurship?
Business skills itself, right? Having an idea is one thing. People just have this concept of entrepreneurship, but every successful entrepreneur has the business skills. There are certain skills that if you don't have, you're going to struggle to do business. Skills like marketing, sales, customer acquisition, managing your finance, creating good customer experience for your customers, managing team members. If you have team members, either interns, volunteers, or employees, acquire the right business skills, planning, organizing, coordinating. All of these skills are very important if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. All right. The next thing I'll talk about is have a possibility mindset. What does that mean? Believe and be consistent that this business is going to work. Don't start a business and expect to make it immediately. There is no business that was able to succeed or succeeded in a few days, in a few weeks. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes time to actually make a business to succeed. So having this possibility, continuous learning mindset, and consistency will play a big role in building a successful business. Among other things, just start. In the process, you will also learn a lot.
What has been the lessons you've learned from your many travels in over 20 countries from 4 continents, which seems to make the difference?
I think there are many lessons that I have learned. Traveling 20 countries plus different continents, you meet different people, you experience different stuff, you experience solving different. I travel to solve problems, right? I travel to speak in conferences, I travel to provide consulting to company owners, CEOs, coaching, and all of that. And in all of this, I encountered different business problems. I met different people and all of that. I think my biggest lesson is the lesson of diversity, right? Diversity. Being able to have an open mind and being able to live and do business with people from different settings and different religious beliefs. For example, right, I've been to the Middle East, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, typical Muslim community. I'm a Christian, right? I'm a Christian and also a pastor, right? And I do meet, being in the Middle East, it's a typical Muslim community. You need to respect that's diversity. You need to respect their religious beliefs. You can be having a meeting with somebody, and when it's time to pray, they'll ask you to wait and they go pray, right? Or if you're there like this season where it's a Ramadan season, right? You need to respect them. You need to join them when they're breaking their fast, laugh with them, all of that. That diversity is very important, without losing yourself, without feeling intimidated, or without looking angry and sad, and all of that. So learning the lesson of diversity, the lesson of not judging people immediately you see them, the lesson of accommodating different perspectives towards life and all of that, I think is my biggest lesson so far traveling all of these countries.
I guess a musical break will do. See you right after this brief transition. Welcome back, listeners of the radio. This, of course, is your Sunday talk show, Wireless Connection. And with me is Dr. Javnyuy Joybert, a business consultant, leadership coach, and an entrepreneur. Tell us about Gossell Group Limited.
Costef Group Limited is the company I founded. Started 10 years plus ago, and it's a social innovation enterprise. The mission, my dream with Costef Group is to run an institution that creates solutions to Africa's different problems and convert these solutions into incredible companies. When you hear Costef Group, it means there are subsidiary companies under. And over the years, I have created seven subsidiary companies under CosDev Group. 3 have failed, 4 are still operating in different areas, different settings, and solving different problems with a team of employees and interns and volunteers that work with me. In Cameroon, just have a team. I have a team in Kenya. There's some guys in Rwanda. There's a team in Dubai, and some people that work with me in the United States. So so that's the vision of CosDev Group, and we try to create institutions in areas like education, technology, finance, and all of that. Just being innovative. The dream is to be innovative, is to be unique, and of course to contribute in moving Africa forward in solving Africa's problems.
Having authored about 14 books, what is your secret? What is the secret?
I don't know if it is a secret, but I think it's just commitment and the desire to share what I feel that if people can know and learn, it can contribute to enable them build their businesses and increase their productivity. I have, I think six books in total that have been publicly, not six, 6 plus, I think 10 books or so that have been publicly announced and published. And many of these books, you can see them on Amazon, and people buy these books across the world. And there are many others that have, in total, actually, I've written about 23 books, and all have not been published. The ones that have gone public, I think there are about 10 that I've ever mentioned in public that people can consume in different ways. Some have been given out, some are out for free, in mostly ebooks for free, and all of that. It's just the commitment to, I'm the kind of person that if I try something and it works, I would like to share. If I create a strategy, I do something with a client and it works, I would like to share, so that one of the best ways that people can repeat what works is for them to read and try to implement what the author documented in their book. So it's just commitment and the desire to share.
Authoring more books online. Besides cost, could there be any more significant reasons?
Well, having books online makes it easier for more people to consume. That's the main reason. My books are still in hard copies. For those who are in Europe, in America, in the Middle East, where they have Amazon, all you need to do is to order on Amazon, and Amazon prints it and send to the location. For African countries, we are not yet that sophisticated with logistics, so it's difficult. Moving books within Africa is very difficult. So the best way that people in different countries can get books in let's say, in Kenya, in Nigeria, Tanzania, Zambia, all these African countries, is for them to buy as ebooks, as online books, right, from your question. So it's not just the cost, it's the problem of, it's trying to solve the issue of accessibility, so that people can access almost from anywhere at the same time. So that's the main reason that most of the books are always launched online, per se, because it's easier to get my hard copies in Cameroon because I'm based in Cameroon. It's easier for people in Europe, Americas, Middle East to get my books hard copies because they can order on Amazon, and Amazon print and send to them, and all of that. Yep.
Few minutes we've got to draw curtains on this edition of the program, The Buzie. Can you please give us 3 quotes which you hold dear to?
Number 1, the first quote that I hold on to so dear is, I wrote this quote in 2016. It says, if you want to go to the next level, acquire the mindset, acquire the skill set, and the attitude that the next level requires. The second quote that I hold on to is, no matter what happens, always respect the bounce back ability concept. Bounce back ability, right? These are like 3 words I combine into one word: bounce back and ability. No matter what you're going through in life, no matter your challenges, always respect the bounce back ability concept. Always bounce back. The third quote that I hold dear is always believe in future possibilities. God can do anything at any time. Always believe in future possibilities. God can do anything at any time. Don't use your today's situation to conclude on your tomorrow. Right? Believe in your future possibilities.
What is next on your life work?
Well, what is next is continue doing what I'm doing right now. I know my purpose. I know my plan. I'm going to do what I'm doing right now for the rest of my life, God willing. That's my plan. Nothing is going to change. I know what I'm called to do. I have my life plan. I have my life goals. I am dedicated to make it happen. So what is next is that everything I've done so far, I want to triple the results. I want to double everything I've done for the glory of God and for the impact of the communities that I serve. So I'll definitely write more books, open more companies, travel the rest of the world and speak in all countries. Yeah, just do what I'm doing right now, but in with more results, triple the effort so I can get more results per se.
Thank you so for taking out time to connect with us.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, and thank you for giving me the privilege to share my story and share my tips and keep doing the good work you're doing. It is so beautiful to have a show that tell the stories of people and provide a platform where others can also give hope and inspiration to other people. We live in a society where there's a lot of darkness, a lot of pain, a lot of difficulties and challenges, and sometimes just giving somebody hope.
You've been on to the program Wireless Connection, the radio show that comes up 4 to 5 p.m. every Sunday on the Revival Gospel Radio FM 15.5 in Buea with me, Nche, Buzie. Who had as guest today, Dr. Javnyuy, Joybert. Always believe in future possibilities. God can do anything, anytime. Hope you understand. Good day.